come to a seat position. You might want to sit on a block if it's more comfortable for you. It'll allow your knees to kind of drop below the level of your hips, and it like makes it so that your spine is in the right alignment. And you can sit up straight with your shoulders positioned over your hips and your head kind of in line with your shoulders. Kind of balance. So everything is in balance. Let's close our eyes and begin to focus on our breath. Focusing on the gentle inflow and outflow of your breath, where you feel it touching the tip of your nose. Feel how your abdomen rises as you inhale, and your abdomen falls as you relax and exhale. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Notice how it feels as the cool, dry air enters your nose. And the more moist air exits your nose. Breathing in, the abdomen rises up. Exhaling, it falls. Connecting with ourselves, connecting with our bodies, grounding. Let's begin again to take a little bit of intentional control of our breath. Take a nice, gentle inhale all the way in. Exhale, blowing all the air out of your lungs, pulling your navel back to your spine, completely emptying your lungs. Inhale all the way in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale all the way in. And at the top of this inhale, let's hold our breath for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhaling for a count of 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 12. Exhaling for 8. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Exhaling for 8. All right, let's release our breath, open our eyes. Let's just start off by kind of loosening up the back of our stiff neck. Drop your, exhaling, drop your chin to your chest. And as you inhale, bring your left ear up to your left shoulder. Exhaling, bringing your chin back down to your chest. And then inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling down. Inhaling up to the other side. Exhaling down. Inhale up to the other side. Inhaling back down. Up to the other side. Exhaling down. And inhaling up to the other side. And drop your chin back down to your chest. Now inhale. Look up, straight up at the ceiling. Exhale, look down at your feet. One more time, inhaling, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, looking down at your feet. Bring your head back to kind of a neutral position. Let's go ahead and work on our hands, arms, and shoulders. So first, let's go ahead and bring your hand out in front of you. Your right hand, and grab your fingertips with your left and just kind of gently pull them in towards your shoulder. Stretching out the forearm. Notice how those muscles start to lengthen. Feel the stretch. Release and turn and point your fingers down. Very gentle tug this way, kind of stretching out the top of your forearm. Don't want there to be any strain or stress on your wrist though. So if it's hurting your wrist, kind of back off of that. Good. Let's do the other side. Grab the fingers and on the palm side and pull them gently towards your shoulder. Good. And let's do the other. Point your fingers down. Gently stretch the top of that forearm. Great. Now let's clasp our hands. Make a big figure eight with our fists. Loosening up and warming up our wrists. Preparing for our one-handed handstand later. Just kidding. Figure eight going the other way. Very good. Now bring our hands together in front of us. Bring the right hand over the left. Now turn the palms over so that you're clasping. And now turn them over, turn them inside out and straighten if you can. Just go as far as feels good and then flip them back the other way. Flipping over and back. This really mobilizes those two bones in your in your forearm and kind of gets things ready for active practice. Let's stop in the forward position, unclasp our hands, and then just flip, bringing the left over the right, and then turn them inside out and back. Forearm flossing, that's what I like to call it. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be called. Awesome. Let's stop in the beginning. Unclasp the hands. You can bring them down to your lap. Let's do big shoulder rolls towards the back. Starting to wake up those shoulders, chest. These upper neck muscles, the trapezius muscles, that's what's caused me so much trouble this week. Now let's begin rolling them in the other direction, big shoulder rolls towards the front. Remaining aware of our breath. How it feels going in and out. Focusing on the movements of our body and how they feel inside. Very good. Coming to a neutral position. Bring your right hand out all the way out to the right, up on tented fingers. Your right arm is straight. Bring your left arm out, your right arm out, and then up and overhead. You want both sit bones to remain in contact with the ground or your block. Look up at your hand and really reach up towards the ceiling. This is not so much a bending or folding as it is a reaching and stretching exercise. Feel that stretch all the way from the point of your hip, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Big inhale here. Exhale, roll and round your back away, reaching forward to the front corner of the room. Two more breaths here. And with your next big inhale, rounding and rolling your chest open towards the sky. Opening your heart to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back to the side. Inhale, coming back up. Awesome. Bring your left hand out. Same orientation. Left arm is straight, up on your tinted fingers. Bring your right arm out, and then up and overhead. Reaching up and out of your hips. Looking up at your left hand. Feeling that stretch all along the right side of your body. Big inhale here. Exhale, rounding your back. Reaching up over the fence. Reaching towards the front corner of the room. Feeling that shoulder separate. Move away from midline. Pressing and rounding your back away. And on your next big inhale, rounding, opening your chest to the sky, arching back slightly, reaching up and out of your hips. Feel that stretch all along the side and front of your body. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to the side. Inhale, coming back up to sit. All right. Let's bring our left hand to our right thigh. Reach our right hand back around behind to the base of your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, begin to twist, looking back over your right shoulder. Focus on your breath here. As we inhale, we extend our spine, extend the crown of our head to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we soften our core and look back over our right shoulder. Great job inhaling, coming back to center. And then let's switch. We'll bring our right hand to our left thigh. Bring our left hand back behind to the base of our spine, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, extending from the crown of our head. Exhale, gently looking back over your left shoulder. Seated twist. Great job carrying. Inhale, coming forward. Very good. Let's prepare for our own Anuloma Viloma. Alternate nostril breathing. It's said to clear the energy channels within your body. So to calm your nerves, balances the left and right sides of your brain, it says. One thing that research has shown is that the slow rhythmic breathing causes you to engage your autonomic nervous system, calming your body, releasing those feel-good hormones, and as well putting you in a state of healing as opposed to a state of stress. So for Anuloma Viloma, we'll use our hands. So bring your right hand up, fold your first two fingers down. We'll use our thumb to cover our right nostril, our finger to cover our left nostril. And as we're holding our breath, we'll clamp them together in the middle. Really not so much clamping, it's just blocking the nostril. So sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. A nice gentle inhale and outhale. Now take a nice deep inhale all the way in. Cover your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale for a count of 8. Inhaling, same side for a count of 4. And hold for a count of 8. Open the thumb. Exhale for a count of 8. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 8. Open the finger, exhaling for 4. Inhaling, same side for 4. Holding for 8. Open the thumb, exhaling for 8. Inhaling, same side for 4. Holding for 8. Open the finger, exhaling for 4 for 8. Inhaling for 4, same side. Holding for 8. Open the thumb, exhaling 8. Inhaling for 4, same side. Holding for 8. Open the finger, exhaling for 8. Drop your hand, release your breath, and just sit very still for a couple minutes. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open. Let's shake it out a little bit, and then let's find ourselves to a standing position at the front of our mat. If you've got a blanket or a towel you might like to use to pad your knees, there'll be a couple of, we'll be on our knees a little bit during this practice, and you might want that. So we're standing at the front of our mat. Our feet are about hip width apart. Our hips are positioned over our ankles and our shoulders over our hips. Head is in line with our shoulders. Palms facing forward, roll your shoulders up and then down and on the back of your body. Engage your core. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Strong and stable, grounding pose. Feel where you're connected with the earth. Standing in balance. Take a nice gentle inhale, bringing your hands up to your heart center. Exhale. Inhale, reaching your arms up and overhead. Reaching, arching back. Exhale, folding forward. Bend your knees slightly. Come and touch your hands to the mat next to your feet. You can bend your knees a lot or a little, but we want to take any stress off your low back. Allow your chest, your lower ribs to rest on your thighs. Let your head hang loose. Your neck is relaxed. You can shake your head, yes, no, round and round. Just allowing yourself to note that your head and neck are relaxed. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees, straighten your legs, press your heart down towards the mat, looking straight down at the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, put a slight bend in your knees, bring your hands back down to the mat, touch the mat. Big inhale, big double step back with your left foot. Dropping your left knee, looking forward, low runner's lunge. Let's pause here for just a moment. Allow our hips to begin to open up. Bring your hands to your knee and then to your hips. Let's rock forward into towards that right knee and then come back, forward and back. Let's do this 3 or 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Holding on to your low back with your right hand. Bring your left hand straight up and overhead, looking up at your hand, sinking forward into that right knee, opening up the left hip. Very good. Bring that hand back down. Touch the mat. Bring your right hand straight up and overhead. Open twist. Looking up at your right hand. Very good. Exhaling, bring that hand back down to the mat. Step back to the top of the plank. We're going to hold the plank, engaging your core for 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling slowly. One more, inhaling. Exhaling slowly, drop your knees. Position your knees directly under your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. Tabletop position. As we inhale, let's begin our cat-cow. So inhale, lifting your tail, lifting your head, crown of your head, drop your chest down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale, tucking your tail, rounding your back, bringing your chin down toward your chest. Big inhale, lifting your tail, dropping your chest, lifting your head. Exhaling, tuck your tail, round your back, drop your chin, drop the crown of your head towards the mat, pushing your shoulders up and away, rounding your back. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And then come to a neutral position, looking down at the mat. I have to tell you, all this inhaling in front, right next to these stargazers is amazing. It's aromatherapy, all class. Thanks again, Carrie. And now we're going to go side to side, looking back to the side, looking at your tail. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, looking back at the other side. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, coming forward. Still in our tabletop position. Let's bring our left hand straight out in front of us with our left bicep up next to our ear. Looking down at the mat. Fingers are wide, straight. Engaging now. Positive energy out our fingers. Bring our right foot straight out behind us. And then bring your heel up in line with your hips. Flex your heel. Bouncing stick pose. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Bring your right foot back down to the mat. Let's switch. Bring your right arm straight out in front of you with your right bicep near your ear. Bring your left leg straight out behind you and then lift your heel so that you're creating a straight line of energy from the point of your heel straight out your straight right fingers. Engaging your core, don't sink into your shoulder. Very good job, Linda. Excellent. Exhaling, drop your hand back down to the mat, knee back down to the mat. All right, bring your hands up to the top of your mat. Lift your knees and press your hips up towards the ceiling. Leave a bend in your knees. Press your heart down towards the mat. Bringing your both arms straight up and overhead. Engage your core, pulling your navel in towards your spine. Opening the front of your shoulders, chest. We want our spine straight. Allow your head to hang down. Neck is relaxed and loose. Allow the weight of your head to create some space in those cervical vertebrae. When you're ready, begin pedaling out your feet, waking up the back of those legs. First downward facing dog of the day. Your palms should be flat on the mat, fingers spread wide. Pressing down into all four corners of your palms. Fingers are flat. Come to a place of stillness. Back is straight. Now begin to straighten your legs. You'll feel a stretch in the back of both of your legs. If at any point this becomes pain or strain in your low back, you just back off a little bit. Inhale deeply, lift your left leg straight up behind you. Bring your left knee towards your nose. Step down between your hands. Drop your right knee and press your heart forward, looking ahead. Low runner's lunge on the other side. Excellent. Now, engaging your core, bring your hands to your knee and into your hips. Now, rock forward into that left hip, left knee, and then back. And straightening that leg, and forward and back. Just warming up those hips. There we good. Coming to rest in the forward position, bring your right hand straight up and overhead, using your left hand to support your low back. Arching slightly, looking up at the ceiling, the sky. Focus on your breathing. One more big deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Bring your left hand straight up and overhead, opening towards the side. Nice twist to this other direction. Excellent job, Adele. Looking good, Kelly. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Engaging your core. Big inhale. Stepping forward, bring your right foot next to your left. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Press your heart down towards the mat. Exhale, slight bend in your knees, touch the mat again. Engaging your core, flat back. Hinging straight up, arms up and overhead, arching back slightly, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Very good, everybody. Starting to warm up. All right, inhaling, arms up and overhead. Exhale, folding forward, touch the mat. Big inhale, double step back with the right foot. Drop the knee, looking forward. Inhale. Hold your breath, step back to the top of a plank. Now exhale, drop your knees, chest, and forehead towards the mat. Sliding forward, press your pelvis and the tops of your feet into the mat. Lifting the knees, lift your chest and shoulders up off the mat, looking forward. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Using our hands mostly just for balance, not really to lift ourselves up. Exhale, bring your head back down to the mat. Make a little pillow with your hands. Very good. Bring your hands back down beneath our shoulders. Big inhale, lift your chest and shoulders up off the mat. Looking forward, press the tops of your feet and your pelvis into the mat, using just the muscles of your back. Inhale, exhale. Bring your forehead back down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back up into a tabletop position. Now lift your knees and hips towards the sky, pressing your heart down towards your feet. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right foot, the right heel up towards the sky, and bring your knee in towards your nose, stepping down your foot between your hands. It's okay if they don't make it all the way. Just use your hand to position your foot in the right spot. Pressing your heart forward, looking forward. Take a nice big inhale. Stepping forward, bringing your left foot next to your right. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hinging up, flat back, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Stepping back with the left foot, big double step. Inhale, looking forward. Retain your breath, step back with the right. Very good. Drop your knees, chest and forehead. Scooping forward, lift your chest and shoulders. Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel comes up, stepping forward between your hands. Exhale, stepping forward, folding forward. Inhale, hinging up, reaching up towards the sky, arching back. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, nice and slow. Inhale, reaching up and overhead. Exhale, folding forward, touch the mat. Inhale, stepping back with the right foot, big double step. Drop your knee. Looking forward, pressing your heart forward. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Let's work our left foot out to the edge of the mat. Left foot is pointing off at a 45-degree angle. Allow your chest and shoulders to sink towards the mat. If you're flexible enough, you might want to bring both elbows to the mat. I can't do that, only one. That's not really so important as it is to open up that hip nicely and gently. Using the weight of your chest, kind of open. Create space. Very good. Working that foot back into its normal position. Bring your hand back to the outside of that foot. Lift the back knee. Step back to the top of the plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Scooping forward. Lift your chest and shoulders, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting that right heel, stepping forward between your hands. Bring that right foot out to the side of the mat. Toes are pointing off at a 45-degree angle. Let your chest sink down towards the mat, opening up your right hip. Very good. Bringing that foot back into its normal orientation. Your hand back to the outside of your foot. Lift your left knee and step your right foot back to the top of the plank. Drop your knees. Now, bring your knees as wide or wider than the mat. Bring your toes together in the back. Sit back on your heels as much as is comfortable. And let your heart rest down towards the mat. Bring your forehead to the mat. Reach your arms out straight in front of you. Your palms can be facing down or facing each other. Child's pose. Let's just take a couple breaths here to rest. See how our body is feeling now. Now that we've started warming it up and moving it, we've engaged our breath. Very good. When you're ready, press yourself back up. Bring your knees back underneath you. Come into a tabletop position again. And when you're ready, bring your hands out in front. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips. First, come to a downward facing dog. Then walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Press your heart down towards the mat as you exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale, folding back down, touch the mat. Engage your core. Hinging up from the hips, bring your arms straight up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Release your hands. Standing in Tadasana pose. Very good. We're going to go through a brief warrior series. As strong warriors, bring your left foot to the front of the left front of your mat. Bring your right foot straight out behind. Big double step back. You may want to move your blanket if it's on your mat. You want your left knee to be positioned over your left ankle. You want your heels to be, or it's heel to heel or heel to arch alignment of your feet. Opening your hips to the side. Bring your arms up to your chest level and then out straight in front and behind you. Look out, and gazing out over the fingers of your left hand. Strong warrior, surveying the battlefield, engaging your core muscles, tucking your pelvis underneath you, pressing into all three corners of your left front foot, and pressing into the outside edge of your right foot. Find your breath. And with your next big inhale, bring your left arm straight up and overhead. Bring your right hand down your right leg, looking up at your left hand. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your left elbow to your left knee. Bring your right hand straight up and overhead. Extended side angle pose, stretching the whole right side of your body. Fine work, Diana. Inhale, bringing your arms coming back up to your warrior two. Stretching arms straight out in front of you and behind you. Find your breath. Now, inhaling, straighten that left leg. Both legs are straight. Turning your feet parallel to one another now. Big wide leg straddled leg stance. Press your right, or turn your right foot away from you. Left foot is out to the side. Put a bend in that right knee now. Warrior two on the other side. Right knee is positioned over your right ankle. Torso is upright, turning your body to the side. Want to make sure that doesn't pull your right knee in towards center. Still kind of want to keep it open, opening our hips. Pressing down into the outside edge of your left foot. Nice and strong, bring your arms up to chest level and out. Gazing out over the fingers of the right hand. Surveying the battlefield, you're a strong warrior. Find your breath. Big inhale. Exhale through your nose. Flip your hand over in front. Inhale, reaching up and overhead. Reverse warrior. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Extend your left arm straight up, out overhead, creating a straight line of energy from your left heel to your left fingertips. Inhale, coming back up to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg. Turn those feet parallel to one another. Good. Now, let's hinge forward from our hips, kind of popping our booty out to the back, leading with our heart, bringing our chest down towards the mat, looking straight down at the mat. You can bring your hands to the mat if you like for balance. Sinking your chest, your heart down to the mat. Walk your hands over to the left foot. Turn your torso towards your left knee. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, allow your chest to move forward, closer to your foot, closer to your knee. Feeling a stretch along the outside back of your left leg. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, walk your feet back to center and then over to the other side. Very good. Walking your hands back to center. Engage your core muscles, your abdomen. Bring your hands to your hips and with a straight back hinging up to a standing position one more time. Fine work. All right. Let's come to lying down on our back for a brief rest after our warrior series. You can bring your legs straight out in front, out below you. Legs are slightly spread and your feet falling out to the side. Or if you'd like, you can bring the soles of your feet together, pull them in, bring your soles of your feet together and allow the weight of your knees just to fall out to the sides, opening up the muscles on the insides of your groin and your hip. Very gentle, letting gravity do the work. Arms are away from your side, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to sink into the mat. Letting your heart rate normalize. Letting your breath come back to normal. Very good. Let's bring our feet with our soles of our feet flat on the mat and bring them in close enough to where you can just about touch them with the tips of your fingers. Your feet are hip width apart. Pressing your elbows down into the mat. Extend your fingers towards the sky or the ceiling. We're going to do Setu Bandhasan or bridge pose. So with the next inhale, lift your hips, pressing down with your feet. Work your shoulders underneath you. And lift your hips and pelvis up towards the sky. Press your heart up towards the sky. Focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale, bring your hips back down to the mat. Catch your breath. We're going to do it one more time. All right, next big inhale. Begin lifting your hips. If you like, you can reach underneath and clasp your hands, pressing the palms of your hands, arms, and shoulders into the mat. Lift your hips a little bit higher towards the sky. Lift your heart up towards the sky. This feels good. You can lift your left foot up, press your heel towards the sky. Exhale, bring that foot back down. Inhale, bring your right foot up towards the sky. Press your heel away, lifting your bridge. Exhale, bring that foot back down. Drop your bottom, release your hands, release your bridge. Bring your feet about as wide as the mat, and then bring your arms straight out to the sides of you. Allow both knees to fall over to the right. Inhale and bring your feet back, your knees back up straight. Exhale, windshield wiper your knees over to the left-hand side. Inhale, knees come up. Exhale, they fall over to the other side. Just do this a few times on your own, at your own pace. To me, this just really feels great. All right, coming back to neutral position. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands underneath your hips. Just kind of tuck them under there. Now, come up onto your elbows and look down at your feet. Pressing your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale. Let your top of your head fall back towards the mat. Slide back until the top of your head rests on the mat and lift your heart towards the ceiling. Matsyasana pose, fish pose. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And when you're ready to come out of this pose, bring your chin to your chest first. And then release your hands and roll back down to the mat. Very good. Come to sitting with your legs extended away. So sitting up straight and tall. You with me? Yeah. Inhaling, reaching your arms straight up and overhead. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, folding forward, bring your chest down towards the knees. All right, so look, this is as far as I got, and that's okay. If you like, you can put a little bit of a bend in your knees so that you can roll your chest down. This is called Paschimottanasana, intense stretch of the west. The west being the back side of your body. It's meant to stretch your back, round your back. If your legs are straight and you don't have enough flexibility in your hamstrings, it can cause stress and pain in your low back. That's why we bend our knees. From this place of safety, if you'd like to stretch the backs of your legs, you can grab your feet, grab your toes, and then begin pressing your knees towards the mat. Working out those muscles in the back of your legs in a safe way. Very good. Coming back up. Let's cross our right foot over the left leg. You can, if you like, you can tuck your left foot underneath, or you can leave it straight. It doesn't matter. This is another seated twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bring your right hand in behind you to the base of your spine, sitting up straight and tall. Reaching up with your left hand, bring your arm around, grab that right knee, and look back over your right shoulder. You can press that big toe of that right foot into the mat. It'll help you engage your core and look back a little bit further. You want both of your sit bones to be in contact with the mat if possible. That's the direction we're going. Big deep inhale, and as you exhale, come forward. Untwisting. Unravel your legs and switch. Tuck your right foot underneath you and your left over. Pressing the big toe of your left foot into the mat. Bring your left hand to the base of your spine. Sitting up nice and tall, reaching up with your right. Inhale deeply, looking up. Exhale, reach around that right knee. Look back over your left shoulder. One more big inhale. Exhale, coming forward. Just extend your legs out in front of you. Still sitting up. Bring the soles of your feet to where they're close to flat on the mat. Might kind of have a hard time making it there, unless I come real close. Now, cross your left ankle over your right knee. You may have to lift your bottom, I do. Flex the ankle of that left foot. Press the left knee away from you, and then begin to sink your bottom down towards the right heel. This is the figure 4 stretch that we do when we're lying down. It's also prep for pigeon pose. Opening up the outside of that hip, stretching the piriformis muscle. We flex that top ankle so that we can protect our knee. Inhale, unravel, lift your bottom, bring that left foot back down to the mat, and bring the right over the knee. Flex that right ankle, and drop your bottom down towards the left foot. Press that right knee away from you. You should be feeling the stretch in the back of your right hip. I like this variation of the pose because it allows you to use gravity and your weight to kind of deepen that stretch and kind of just dial it into this place where it needs to be. Inhale, exhale, drop your bottom to the mat. Unravel your legs. Let your legs out, stretch out in front of you. And just kind of shake them out a little bit. When you're ready, come to lying down on your mat, rolling down. Let your feet go about as wide as the mat. Let your toes fall out to the side. Let your arms go away from your sides, palms facing up. Close your eyes for the final relaxation. Feel all the points where your body is in contact with the mat. Back to your heels, your calves, your bottom, your shoulders, backs of your arms and hands. Allow yourself to relax and sink down into the mat. Feeling heavy, release your breath. You've done the work. You've done the breathing. Now take this next 4 minutes to relax in Shavasana. Imagine your mental screen as a clear blue sky, an occasional puffy white cloud. Let your thoughts be those little clouds. And if you think of something, just don't hold on to it. Allow it to float by. And return to just focusing on your gentle, natural breath. As you rest in Shavasana. Time to come back into your bodies. Begin to become aware of your breath again. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling out your wrists and ankles. Big, deep inhale. Reach your arms up and overhead, stretching your left and right sides of your body. Very good. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll over to the side. Pressing down into the mat, bring yourself back to a seated position. And let's seal our class with the sound of Om 3 times. I'm going to unmute everyone just because I like the way it sounds when everyone's oming together. So let's take a nice gentle inhale and exhale. Now let's take a nice inhale for Om. Thank you all for coming to join class today. It was wonderful seeing you all. I hope you got something today that you can carry with you and make your day better. It was a pleasure practicing with all of you. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to class.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure. Good to see you at town.
See you next time. Thank you.
You moved. I haven't been moved for a while, so.
Well, Linda, I hope you can come and join us again.
I think I will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Kelly, it was great to see you in class today. Oh, she's doing.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too.
Here I go.